Hello and welcome everybody to Crypto Rosetta. My name is Savage and today we're going to be looking at Zilliqa again. Before we jump into the analysis, I just want to say thank you for watching. If you're enjoying the content, please smash the like button. If you're new to Crypto Rosetta or you've been watching and you haven't subscribed, you may as well hit that subscribe button, turn on those bell notifications so you never miss a video, and why not leave us some feedback down in the comment section below. We're always happy to hear from you guys. So let's get into it. So I'm still looking potentially for the fact that we have a fourth and a fifth to the downside here. We discussed this in the previous videos where we had the potential of also completing into this low here at this 1527. So I am looking at both sides of that coin. If we are completed into this low point, effectively what we'd want to start to see is some good impulsive structure play out to the upside. But what we also need to be careful of is the fact that if we do have a zigzag, which is a 535 correction, basically we could see a move to the upside like this and still look to break down. The typical area for this fourth wave would be within this red box area, and effectively moving above the 65.48 would actually invalidate this potential for this additional leg to the downside. So until we do that though, I am still looking at the possibility of it, and I am expecting it to be a zigzag. So there's a few things that we can look for within that itself. So we could be looking for a bigger 5-wave move to play out here, and then come back down and look to push up. Areas of interest would be this 382, which is this 43737 area, all the way up to sort of this 59.53 would be a maximum range we'd really want to go with it. However, basically we have actually come into the bottom end of this move as well. So I am just being a little bit careful on the fact that if we reject and don't find support here, it could be possible that we're actually extending within these waves we have here, and that we could actually be looking to push down lower before looking for a bigger move to the upside. So that's what I'm currently tracking sort of on a macro scale. So let's go down into the smaller time frames here. And what we need to talk about is, I'm actually going to just turn off this now so it's a bit clearer. So looking at this move from the low point here, we have a few things that we need to discuss about this. So within the structure, effectively what we could have within here is we could have a 5-wave move complete. And the way we would count this is potentially as a wave 1 to this high here, 2, 1, 2, then within here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 5 for a third wave, which means that we could have actually ended here with potential diagonal, where we look at this as a wave 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 as an ending expanding diagonal. So that is possible, and we could actually be completed here. And then we could actually be looking for this drop down towards this zone. So currently looking at the structure, we have this as a 3-wave move to the downside. And then we're having this potential move here, which looks to be a 5-wave structure, but it needs to prove itself. Because the thing is, it is actually possible that this could complete into this high point as well. So the way we would have to look at that is within this structure, this would be a 1, 2. This would all be a third wave into this higher fourth and a fifth. But there's a caveat to that. I don't like how deep we came with this retracement here. So it didn't cross the wave 1. So for the most part, it is still possible that this is viable, where this is a 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we're making a 5th wave now. That 5th wave could have either truncated over here, or we could be looking for some additional upside here within this structure. So we're going to go over that in a second. But basically, until we take this high point here at 0380, we need to bear in mind that we could always look to extend to the downside here. And even if we just move past this high point in a 3-wave move, so that would be like this, what we can still get after that is we can still get this breakdown in a 5-wave move as a flat correction, as an expanding flat correction. So we just need to give it a bit of time and just be aware that there is a potential we could see something like this play out, where we actually come back down into this green box zone of this 2169 to this 01774. But for as long as we hold these low points here, there is another way we can look at it. So this is a bit more speculative, and it would be assuming that basically, I'm going to show you the other count and then we'll talk about it. So the other thing I was looking at within the structure, because of how big this is compared to anything within here, there is also potential to count this as a 5-wave move completed into here with an extension in the 5th wave rather than within the 3rd wave. So what we would do is we would actually look at this move from this low point as 1, 2. This would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 5 into here. So 3, 4 with an extension in this 5th wave. So it's normally the 3rd wave which extends, but basically this could be a potential option. It's not my favorite option, but it depends on what happens next, because basically within this we're failing to break down substantially, and in relation to these first waves here, it's starting to get a bit messy, counting it sort of as an impulsive structure, but this is clearly an impulsive wave within here. So what we need to do is basically look at this in this way. So if this is a 5-wave move completed into here, what I would be looking for is the fact of actually forming an ABC, or alternatively a much bigger structure where we get this as a wave 1, 2, and then we look to progress. So within that, instead of now looking at this as the end of a move, we could look at this the beginning of a move. So we could look at this as a 1 into this high point, a 2, and then we could be looking to form alternating structure here with zigzags. So effectively what we'd want to see within this is we would have to then say that we were completed into this high point here as a 1, 2, and then we'd be looking for that additional zigzag to the upside. So that could look to actually bring us back above this wave 1, and then we look for this retracement again for 4 and a 5. So this is one that we're going to have to just keep an eye on and see exactly how this plays out, because this could play out theoretically, but it's not my sort of primary counter. I'm sort of expecting us to start to break down here. However, for as long as we hold these zones, we need to be aware that we could see something like this play out, where we actually become range bound between these lines and we continue to hold this support, this bottom support line, and just move up like this until it breaks to the downside. So yeah, that's what we're looking at within this structure. Effectively, a 5-wave move from this current structure would look to, so confirmation would come by moving up past this 3, 1, 5, 7, and then we would be looking for that 4th and the 5th. So that would be looking at this as a completely corrective, well, it would be a motive structure, but it's a diagonal rather than an impulse. So that is one of the possibilities. We could see something like this play out for as long as we hold this bottom support line. And actually from our current count, it would be managing to hold this 2616 area as well. So this is something we just need to talk about, that there's the potential that either we can look at this whole move here as a 1, 2 or an A, and then potentially looking to set up for the next leg to the upside. However, if this ends as a diagonal like this, it is also possible then we break down and retest some of the lower zones, and this is just an ABC, and we either fall down, we find support and push back up, or alternatively we come down here and we start to form a impulsive structure again to the downside and look for that 5th wave low that we were previously looking for. Okay, so with that said, there is a way we can read this as potentially looking to extend. So basically within this, I'm going to remove all this stuff I drew on you. We can argue that somewhere within the count we've got a wave set misstart, and we could finish in a 5-wave move like this, where 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then actually we're looking to retrace down for a wave 2. So that's one thing that we have within here, but this is looking at the potential of that extension that we were talking about. And effectively what we can do is we can look at this as potentially a wave 1, 2, and then we could have formed another 1, 2 here. Well, a wave 1 anyway. So within this option, effectively, we can't lose this 2, 4, 3. If we lose this 2, 4, 3, that would invalidate the option. And what we'd be looking for within this is also, I don't really like this structure at the end here. Like I said, it is possible that either we're still within this 5th wave and it's looking to push up some more, or it could technically complete here, but then we wouldn't want, but then moving back above basically this line here of 2881 would invalidate the potential of what I'm about to do here. So effectively within this, what we could be looking for is a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 completed, and then we're going to start to move back here for a ABC wave. So we'd have to look at this potential as an A, B, and then looking for that C wave to the downside. So a target area would be looking for is potentially this 50%, all the way sort of down to the 786 would be the zone. If we lose this 786 at 2497, then my expectation would be that we'd be pushing down one more time here, and either looking to find support lower down within this range here, above this 227 area, if we're looking for the potential of having this as an ABC, as a bigger corrective structure. And basically what we'd be looking at within that is looking at this move as the potential of having this being an A wave. This would have been a B wave, even though I don't really like it as a B wave because we don't have enough structure here. It doesn't make that much sense for it to be a B wave, but nevertheless, if we cross this low, it was. But then we could be looking to push down deeper. The thing is, if we lose this line, we're already at that 786, so it becomes already more likely that we are going to actually just break down for that bigger retracement area that we talked about in the first part. However, for as long as we are holding these, we have the potential to extend. So if we do retrace down here, and I mean, I don't think that this is all the structure. I think this has got some more to go up, but we'll see. 1-to-1 would bring us back to this 2687. However, we could extend down sort of towards this 1382 area to this 1236. If that's the case, what we could then get is effectively the potential to form this move here as a 1, 2, and then we're looking to push up. So the whole premise on this move is looking for a move that's actually going to push up to this 4061. So this isn't confirmed yet. This is not very likely in my opinion, but it is possible, so we need to just track it, because we've got this structure here and we've come down deep and then we've pushed down here and we've come down a bit deep for this wave 1 that we've got here. There's also another way of looking at it, and basically within this structure we'd be looking for a bigger 5 wave move to the upside. So if this does play out, what we could be looking to do is form either, like I said, a 1, 2, and then we have this as a potential 3rd wave forming, or alternatively we could just form this as an ABC. It could form as that diagonal. We could also get potentially a triangle within here looking at this current structure. There's a few things that could play out at this point, but basically if we do look to push up past this 4061, then we could actually have a bigger 5 wave move developing here. So this is basically looking at that same move but in a slightly different way. So what we'd have within this structure is, I'm going to go over it. It looks complicated, but it's not really. I do have one set of 5 waves missing here though. Because this move, we can count this as a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 into this high, and we've come back down here to past this 50%. It is possible that this whole move here is a 1, 2, and then we would be looking for the potential of having this as an additional 1 and 2. So within this structure here, we would not want to cross back below this 2698 for it to be valid, but also what we'd want to see here is this to start to move away. Basically within this move, for it to be sort of to be validated, we'd have to see a push up past this 3152. If we do see a push up here and we start to reach these zones where we have this 3152 being hit, it is possible that this could actually push us higher up in this range, and we could be looking for a bigger 5 wave move, so this 5 wave move shown here, and this would then be a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for 1, 2. All of this could then become a wave 3. We get a retracement for a 4 and a 5th wave to the upside. So there is potential for a bigger breakout here. And basically the target areas for this orange wave would be this 0461. For this subwave within here, we would be looking for this 3436. And then the smallest subwave count that we have within this structure here, which is actually this one. So let me reduce that degree. would be this 3152. If we do start hitting these target zones, this could actually look to trigger these extensions within this wave, which could mean that we're actually looking to extend up from this point here, and confirmation would only come by crossing this 0461. But like I said, we need to be careful we haven't completed into this high and we don't just form an A, B, C and then we break down for that lower area. So this is all reliant on these moves starting to move away from here and hitting these zones that we've talked about within the video. If we do get these moves up and we start to break above these areas, then it is possible that we could actually look to extend further. But losing these points of 2446 and 2403 would invalidate this potential completely, the way that I've got it marked. And basically it would be a sign that we're starting to break down. We can lose this 2616 zone, but what we would want to see here then is the fact that this becomes an A, a B, and a C, and we maintain this green box area here of this 2636 to this 2498. If we can maintain this zone effectively, then all that happens is the second wave moves slightly down, and then we still have that same potential. So yeah, basically if we lose this 2227 area, we lose all potential of having further extension here, and we would be looking at this as an A, a B, and then looking for that C wave lower down and potentially to that box area, which I'll just bring back up for a second, which is this 2169 to this 1774. Okay, so I hope you found that useful. If you did, please smash that like button, hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, turn on those bell notifications so you never miss a video, and leave us some feedback down below. Why not come and check us out in the Discord? Once in the general chat, just mention a member of staff. Be happy to help you out with anything you may need. Also in the description below, there is a link to Prime XBT and BYBIT, great exchanges. They're the ones we use when we're doing our trading. If you use the affiliate link, it does help support the channel and we do appreciate it. And if you don't have an account, you may as well create one with the link. That helps you. It also helps us because you'll get some bonuses when you join up if you complete a certain amount of deposits. Okay, so I'm going to leave it there. I hope everyone has a great day and we'll see each other in the next one. Take care, everybody.